not be having formal education, but they will always have something traditional to educate their children. Mama African One was born and raised by a mother whose only education was to know what trees and herbs could do to help her people. For all her life, Mama African One has proved to be a philanthropist, educationist, and advocate who has dedicated all her life to help the needy in the society.
I use the name Mama African One to educate our world historically, how it started with Africa, how Europe had revived its environment through Africa's resources, how America has been born and bred out of Africa, how China, in their hungry moments when they were sleeping in cemeteries and child being killed because of overpopulation, how they have come to Africa to get their daily bread. So I get to you, the African, and give you the substance of your origin, your true you, who you are, what you have, your royalhood, get you up and become. Medically, you have been the ones who embalmed the pharaohs, that after 3,000 years they still lie solid in their graves.
All the inspirations are as the result of what she learned and practiced from her mother, Mami Kakra.
Going back to honor your roots, your parents. In the Twi language, you have something we call Abofra Kutuwopenyinchen. Abofra Kutuwopenyinchen is just the means of you, the child, humbly and respectfully being around that your grandparent, your grandfather. It could even be your mother. It could even be an elderly person in the neighborhood. They have the knowledge. They have the insight. They give us the practical know-how. So, if today I could make any difference on the global market, that made even the United Nations hear of me and gave me the position of an eminent peace ambassador. It's got to do with everything that I studied in my mother's university. And if I will name it, I'll call it the University of Nyansa, Professor Mami Ama Kakra. She couldn't read and write, but this is her pen. Until I have understood the tree, she will not allow me to have my peace of mind. Sending me to cross over the cemetery road to go and pick them. Little did I know that she was preparing me for a global bondage.
One may wonder where she takes her inspirations from. Her architectural design, medicinal farms, and buildings makes her to live to prove that, indeed, she is Africa's #1 mama.
When it comes to all other areas of functions, everything that has got to do with trade, from food to textile to engineering, if we build the pyramids, and until today it's a mystery in architecture, who told you you don't have what it takes? After all, we built even the White House. Yes, it took blacks to do the work. So it is time the African child get that education of self-identification.
Mama African One does not only love trees and talk about them, she transforms seeds and leaves into medicine. Her African medicinal knowledge and the showcasing of Africa's fashion designs on the international market have contributed her recognition to win the UN Eminent Global Peace Award.
That today, through my activities of promoting traditional African medicines products generally out there, I've been the first black woman or black person ever to successfully set up a traditional African medicine herbal pharmacy in the Europe, in Germany, in Switzerland, in Austria, Britain. These are the places I work. It is not an easy task.
Mama Africa One is known for her love in promoting African-made goods, African furniture, African beads, African spirituality, rituals, marriage, and how to organize African funerals.
Fighting for rights negotiations on our behalf on the global market. That if they, through the globalization, they've come here with all their malls, name it West Hills, name it Accra Mall, name it Malcolm, name it China Mall. Do we have a name?
No.
So I want to stand competently and confidently before that person and tell whoever what you know. I know it both ways. I know it from the jungles and I know it academically. So it's time you allow Africa to speak. Give us space just where you are so that we also set up our African outlets. If we got there, then we are talking of justice in a global world.
Indeed, through Daughter of Africa, Mama Africa One's Sankofa legacy and testimony will continue.